all Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place have been nothing but problem. They're disrespectful, they're entitled, they're unappreciative. And it is that way because America has spoiled them and give them so much free shit where they think they could come to Jamaica and get the same free shit out here and be nasty about it. And
most Jamaicans that I've had experiences with were just violent drug dealers, or they were very violent and they were always begging me for money.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing fine. So let's take our time, watch this video, because there is a very big problem in the Black community. So we will have a discussion at the end of it. Thank you so much.
All Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place have been nothing but problems. Stay here, I have Jamaican people stay here, I have white people stay here, I have Spanish people stay here, and I have Black Americans stay here. I'm not saying not all Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place have been nothing but problem. Only two good ones came here, out of all of them. Fight late at night, not with me, with each other. They're disrespectful, they're entitled, they're unappreciative. And it is that way because America has spoiled them and give them so much free shit where they think they could come to Jamaica and get the same free shit out here and be nasty about it. I'm not saying all of you are like that, but because of that, I'm not risking my health and my happiness for people. No short-term stay. No short-term stay. It's not going to happen here. I'd rather eat salt and banana and let goats and cows live into my houses than have people come here and stress me. I will not hate my business because of customers. A lot of business people are miserable because of some kind of customer. Not this place. I don't want my place is drama-free.
And after she posted this video, she went on, because a lot of people were giving her backlash on the comment section and all that, and she went on to address some of those comments, and this is what she had to say.
I posted a video today, and I'm getting so much bad comments about this video. You guys wanna attack me. I get it. Some people message me, I need to apologize. I get it. So here I am. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. I could post that video 100 times. I will post it. You can't bully somebody into what you want them to say. You can't bully somebody. It's freedom of speech. I could say how I feel. I'm entitled to my free speech. There's so much people right now can't speak how they feel because people bully them, so people shut them up and don't say nothing. Not this girl. You want to unfollow me, block me? Go ahead. I don't care. That's the main reason I post that video. I post that video because the ones that are lashing out at my video, you're the one I don't want here. I post that video to weed out the bad seeds. So you watch that video, and when you comment and you're not coming here, thank you. I don't want you here. The people that are offended by my video, thank you for don't want to come here. My peace is more important than your freaking opinion, okay? Have peace. Peace and quiet. I don't need your man that much that I need to stress myself on, okay? This is not about drama. This is my business, my peace of mind, and I'm expressing what I don't want here. And I tell her what tip. Let me tell you exactly what tip the pot today. There's a lady stay here 4 months ago. Yes, a Black American girl stay here 4 months ago. She eat my food for a week. I take care of her, take her down to her fall, treat her really good. After 4 months ago, she requests to get a refund back, a fully refund. This girl tried to jump out of a moving car to kill herself. The driver have to hold her back. She started beating herself and they're like, stop, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I hate myself. This is what I put up with here. Yes, nobody else have driven me this crazy than the Black Americans that come to me. Not all of them. My best friend actually is Black American, my best friend. But the Black Americans that choose to book a ticket and come here to Jamaica, to my place, have driven me crazy. I'm not going to say random people, because not random people. This is something that's cultural, that need to fix. And every time somebody says something about you all, you want to get up and attack them instead of sitting there you know what? She probably have a point. She probably have a point. No, just attack me. Don't regret it. No apologies coming from over here.
Okay, original Black Americans, go click on this lady's post to see her ignorance about her being racist and prejudiced against original Black Americans. And again, this is for those who are off code, which this lady clearly is. This is not for those that are on code. So because it seems like racists only understand ignorance when it's mirrored back to them for their own country, I'm about to do it. So she claims that everybody's great at her business except for like 2 Black Americans. So she makes this whole post about how she doesn't want to rent to original Black Americans anymore because they were the worst ones in her place. So I'm going to speak about my experiences with Jamaicans that I can say, because I remember going to Jamaica, and when I got off the plane, there was at least 30 or 40 Jamaicans that were begging me for money. So it seems like Jamaicans do like free, because she said that we are so used to free in America, and she referred to Section 8 and food stamps in college, which if I'm a taxpayer, why should I be upset that college is free? My college wasn't free. Furthermore, when I went to the local place that I stayed up in Jamaica, it was owned by Jamaicans. I was trying to be supportive. They were so money hungry, and we stopped for gas and they wanted me to pay for their gas. It was ridiculous. Furthermore, my first experiences with Jamaicans when I was growing up, which technically I didn't have a problem with, but since y'all want to make racist posts and you don't understand why we're upset, is they were all drug dealers. And I'm not exaggerating. They were all drug dealers. I watched, they sat down and watched Shottas with me, SHOTTAS, which is a movie in Jamaica. The first time I got jumped for being light-skinned with long hair in America was by the Jamaica Posse. So I'm not saying all, but most Jamaicans that I've had experiences with were just violent drug dealers, or they were very violent and they were always begging me for money. But there was a few that weren't like that. You see how that feels? So furthermore, I saw her place, and I'm gonna let you know, boo, you know what you really should have said is Black Americans are too bougie to stay in this. Because I'm the type of person, I saw your place, I might stay there because I'm kind of a conscious person. I like natural. But all the Black Americans I know, the original Black Americans I know with money and who are traveling to Jamaica, they're not staying there. You basically have an outhouse where you have your toilet. It's like a 1-room place that is not really nice. Now, I understand what you're trying to say. It's beautiful, Jamaica. You want to get with nature. I would do that. But I'm telling you right now, 99% of the people I know, if they come to that place and you didn't show them that they had an outhouse, they are snapping on you because they want nice.
All Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place have been nothing.
You can't get mad at her for speaking the truth. Now, if you've been in business for yourself or you've done business, you understand that not all customers are good customers. Not all money is good money. A lot of customers are not worth the headache. They're not worth the hassle. And a lot of times it's usually the ones on the lower income side. They come with less money, they demand more. A lot of your people with money, most easy, lucky go, chill people, here's my money, let's move along, right? And again, pattern recognition. I said this before, right? So if she's recognizing a pattern with Black Americans that are coming there and acting a certain way, giving her headaches, making her business not enjoyable, right? She will then recognize that pattern and want to rent out less to them. You can get mad at her, right? But you can't tell her that she's wrong because you didn't have the experience. So as a result of us acting like that, right? Now we have less opportunities to go do things that we can enjoy. Is this going to make a big difference in most people's lives? Absolutely not. But if this starts to escalate on a bigger scale, it definitely could.
African people stay here, have Jamaican people stay here.
I'm gonna sum this up real quick because me personally, the video was pretty unnecessary. Or if she wanted to talk about her experience, she should have talked about everybody in totality. She shouldn't have used Black people as a way to convey her message of negativity and how she wanted to weed people out that did for them not to come to her establishment. And what do we get for free? I'm trying to figure that out.
I say not all Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place.
One thing society hates is a woman who not only has clear, firm boundaries, but who has the audacity to enforce them. Now, you may have seen this now viral video going around on social media. It has made the news in certain places about this Jamaican woman who hosts an Airbnb both for long and short-term stay, where she's declaring in her video that she no longer wishes to have African Americans as short-term visitors because she's had some seriously negative experiences with them, whether it be their behaviors with ruining her property or just an overall attitude of entitlement. Now, in her video, she quite clearly states that she's not making a sweeping judgment at all Black Americans. She's just saying when it comes to her business, her experiences, they have not been positive. And most importantly, rather than spend the time to try to figure it out, work it out, or give others of the same demographic a chance, she would rather be stress-free. She would rather conduct her business with people who she can be pretty much sure will not make her stressed. She is being dragged for filth on Twitter and elsewhere about the fact that this is reverse racism. She's creating a divide in the diaspora. She is ignorant, she's rude, she's not hospitable, etc. Now, I have my own thoughts on this modern day idea of hospitability, which is nothing more than a spin-off from slavery. That's a whole nother video. But more to the point, at the end of the day, she is a business owner and she's free to book and vet the persons who is coming into her home. She lives on part of the property. So for all intents and purposes, this business is being run from her home, and she has every right to impose the boundaries that she feels is necessary to keep her skin glowing, to keep her life stress-free, to keep her atmosphere in a way that reflects who she is and what her goals are. But people don't like that. People scream every day, oh, maintain your boundaries, because, you know, women love buzzwords. It's easy to say, keep your boundaries in check, and boundaries are good for mental health. But when you actually do it, when you meet someone who actually stands on their square and says, come what may, I don't care about the money, I don't care about the backlash, this is who I am, this is how I expect you to operate in my space. And
all Black Americans are bad, but the ones that came to my place have been not.
Specifically, very specifically, in detail, what did they do? Because you're not just about to come make a vague video saying every Black American that came was just a bad tenant, but you don't got no specifics. So what did they do, ma'am? What did they do? That's all I want to know. You saying they was arguing not with you, but with themselves. That sounds like they were just drinking and doing something like playing spades or something. That sounds like that's all that they was just partying. You didn't say they had any property damage. So what are they doing? They go and they turn up and they make a little mess, but that's expected because you're a renter. So you should expect to clean up a little bit of, like, what specifically?
Now, I know there has been a problem between Africans or Black people who live in the diaspora, that I mean in Europe or in America, and those ones that live in their native land or in their native countries. Now, I'm talking about, we have the Caribbeans, then we have those living in Africa, and we have those living in the diaspora. Now, there has been some beef, there has been a problem, there have been a drift that has been created between these groups of people. Now, we are one. Just to end this, we are one, and whenever we fight, we give the enemy the big advantage. Don't you see that? Now, this lady actually said that Black Americans have been envying whatever she's doing. They are jealous of Africans and the Blacks for the success that they have. They think they should be worshipped, they think they should be feared. That's whatever she says. And we've seen how Black Americans have come out, and yes, they're furious. They're very, very angry about how, you can see the comment section, you can see how they reacted to this video. But to be honest, it is very bad to see this happening. We are one people. We are just divided by the geographical locations that we are in. Now, it is high time when we come to an agreement that whether you are living in the US, France, Canada, you are living in Mexico or any other part of this world, and others are living in Africa, others in South America, we are one. Our ancestors were taken from Africa. Then during the transatlantic slave trade, and I've always said this, our greedy rulers by then, I can't call them leaders because they do not qualify for that name. So they sold our ancestors. Some of our own people were sold as slaves to Europe and others to America, South America and North America. Mostly South America, they were sold there. Now, you are going to realize the Caribbean is as a result of slave trade. Go look at their history. You are going to realize that most of these blacks who are there, most population, the biggest population in the Caribbean is made up of blacks, and these blacks came from Africa. Now, the arithmetic is very easy in this way. Our ancestors were taken there. They fought for the freedom. They fought for their blood, the sweat they had to go through to make sure they have the freedom and the independence. Now, that's why we have that generation over there. That's why we have that population over there. Now, coming to Africa, we that remained in Africa, we were colonized here, then we were meant to suffer in our own land here in Africa. Now, others were made to suffer in the diaspora. Now, all this in the bigger picture, we are one. And if we go on creating this rift, if we go on having these beefs that you are not this, you are not that, you envy me, I envy you, you are jealous of this, I'm jealous of that, it is to their advantage. The colonizers, the white person, will take this to their advantage, and they have always not wanted us to unite because they know our unity will destroy them amateurly. So if there is a time to unite black people, this is the time. Let's not have these quarrels, these differences that I'm seeing. Now, we've had so many, but this is not the right time. We are having serious problems to talk about. We are having serious problems like racism. Why should we allow these minor problems, that someone is envying your property, someone is not okay with you being somewhere else? Who said that? The fuck? We should come out in our numbers, unite, talk in unison, talk in unity. Let's talk one voice, please. That's whatever Malcolm X could be happy seeing today. That's whatever Martin Luther King could be happy seeing today. That's whatever Bob Marley could be happy seeing today. That's what will make us strong. When we divide ourselves, it's to the advantage. Remember, they have always used divide and rule method. So these differences that we see, these differences that we have today, serves them to their advantage. It is high time we realize it is not going to be business as usual. If we continue this way, we are going to be messed up. And this is how they always want it. So let's change the narrative. Let's drop these silly things that we argue about. Let's fight and let's focus on the bigger picture, on the bigger problems. We have racism everywhere. Go to France, go to US, go to Germany, go to these countries. Racism everywhere. These are the things we should be addressing at this moment. We are in the 21st century. Please drop the nonsense. Thank you so much for having taken your time to watch this video. I really wanted to share it because it pissed me off, really pissed me off to see how we behave. We still behave like uncivilized individuals. That's so bad. We are past that. We can do better. Let's please do better. I want us to be best in whatever we are going to build together as one. We have the same color, the same blood flowing through our veins. We have the same ancestors. The ancestors that we have came from Africa. Full stop. End of story. Thank you so much for having taken your time to watch this video. Please, if it's the first time, please please consider subscribing, share, like and comment.